Hello guys and welcome to another vlog, and today we are here with the all new Honda City with us. And Honda City is from the starting known for its VTEC motor as well as the value for money tag, and we are here today to find out that is this car still that worth of money which it used to be back in the days. So let's get with the video right away. So guys, let's begin with the detailed review of the car, and this is the all new Honda City. So you will notice many changes up front, and for instance it gets all new all LED headlamps over here, and on the down there are the indicators. Let me show them to you once. So this is how the indicator works, and on the top it gets the DRL, and it gets a humongous or a very bold chrome line on the grille now, as you can see, and this is a very bold. And on the down it gets some vents for the air intakes, and here's the fog lamp of the car which is in LED. Yeah, the fog lamp is also in LED over there, and towing hooks over here. And this is the design of the new Honda City. In the shape wise it hasn't changed much, but in cosmetics there are many changes. So let's get to the engine of the car. So this is a 1.5 liter Earth Dream Tech technology IV Tech in motor, and it produces 119 horsepower and 145 Nm of torque, and that's very nice. And it's a very free revving motor. Being an IV Tech, it's a quite a free revving motor. And this is the side look of the car, and it gets the previous alloys only. The alloys are not changed from the previous car, and these are 185 55 16-inch wheels, and these are machine cut alloys. And this is the side look of the car, and it's almost 4.6 meters tall in from the front to back. And these are the outside rear view mirror, and let me show you one nice trick in the other mirror. So the left side outside view mirror also gets a camera on it, and I will show you how that camera works. And both the front doors get request sensors on them. Like you can open the windows and sunroof of the car by just pressing this unlock button, then holding it for twice. So this is all the windows and the sunroof open of the car. And to lock, it's the same process. Lock the car and hold it for the twice, and it locks all the windows and the sunroof as well. And it also gets one feature that you can turn on the car, and that's quite simple, but right now it can't be done because the car doesn't get a proper registration number and it's running on a TR number. And let me show you how it's done. Just press the unlock button and hold this button, and the car will turn on automatically. But right now it doesn't get a registration number, so it won't. And this is the rear view, and they have changed the tail lamp of the car also, and these are the tail lamp of the car, but the indicator and the reverse lamp are still halogen. And this is the brake light over here, and some reflectors down there with some parking sensors over here, and says City ZX IV Tech over there. And this is the real look of the car. And on the side it doesn't get many more things, like the door handles are in chrome and some bold lights over here, and it looks quite nice. So let me show you the full car. So this is how it looks. It looks quite sportier, but the width of the tire is quite small. It's just 185 mm, which is very less. Let's open the boot of the car. So this is how it opens, and it's 560 liter boots. Sorry, 506 liter boots. It gets a spare wheel, which is again an alloy, which is a quite nice touch, and it gets some storage space down here also. And there's the warning triangle of the car, and it gets matting all over to give a better insulation inside the cabin. And it's quite a practical boot over here. It gets a light also on the top over there. Let's go close it. And over here is the reverse parking camera, and it gets a shark fin antenna over here. So let's get to the rear seat of the Honda City, and these are the doors, and it gets some leather treatment done over here, the door handles, and these are the window lock, and it gets one touch up and down for all the windows, and some storage space over here, speakers. And these are the seats. And Honda City is of course better than Verna in terms of the rear seat space, and it's quite better because the rear seat space is in very ample amount. The under thigh support, the knee room, leg room is bit of an issue, but overall the space at the back is excellent, and the seats are also quite comfortable. Like the bolsters get on the side, and overall the cushioning is also very soft, and it gets the center headrest also, but on the center also the cushioning is nice, but it's on a higher side compared to other seats, and almost the floor is almost flat, so the center passenger wouldn't be much comfortable, but it would be adequate for some short drives. And over here it gets vents and twin power outlets over here, which are 12-volt power outlets at the back over there, and it gets tweeters at the back also, and some space over here, some space, proper space to keep your mobile phones, which is quite nice. And the check out the shape of the headrest of the front seat, it looks quite funky. And over on the top over here are the LED lights, which are very much premium as well, and it gets a sunshade for the rear blind as also. So this is how it works, and it's quite nice. Let's open it, and there is nothing much else over here. And overall the cabin also feels quite airy because the windows are also on the bigger side, and gets a sunroof, and everything is in beige color, so it feels quite nice. So let's get to the front seat of the car. So this is how the dashboard looks from back over here. As I told you, it gets liquid sensor on both the front doors, and this is the driver door of the car. It gets control over here for the windows, for the outside rear view mirror, and the door handle, and some space over here as well, and the tweeters are placed over here, and speaker over here, and the seats gets height adjustment, recline functions and all. So let me take the seat all the way back, but it doesn't get electric adjust. And over here, this is to open the fuel lid, this is to open the hood of the car, and over here is for the boot of the car. And over here it gets button for the traction control system, the headlight leveler, and these are the AC vent, which gets a silver treatment around them. So let's get inside the car. Over here is the engine start stop button. It makes a sound when you get inside. So here the car comes to life. Let me turn off the air conditioning, and this is the steering wheel. It gets a all new interior here. The interior is changed from, everything is new from the previous generation car. And over here it gets a partial all digital unit. Only the speedometer is analog, which is also just the stick of the speedometer is analog, otherwise the display is also a digital one. And on the left side it gets a tachometer, which shows a ton of information. Right now it's in fuel and trip, so let me get back. So it shows tachometer, in that it will show the full tachometer, then fuel and range, speed and time. It also gets a G-force meter in it, which is quite nice. And on the center it gets a speedometer, some controls over there, and below that it's the gear position indicator and fuel meter over there. And over here is the control for the headlight, which it gets automatic headlights. And over here are the control for the wipers. It doesn't get automatic wipers, and it also comes with paddle shifters. Yeah, that's very nice that it also comes with paddle shifters. And here are the control for the cruise control system. Here are for the audio system, as well as the digital instrument cluster. And this is the all new steering wheel. And the horn is quite meek of the car. It would be much better. And this is to adjust the intensity of the instrument cluster, as you can see. And over here it gets a new touchscreen system, which is the new infotainment system from Honda, but it's okay, it's not that great. But it gets Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's quite smooth, it doesn't lag. So as you can see, it's quite a smooth unit, but it doesn't get navigation as well, but it gets Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can use the navigation via them. And the dashboard is also feels very nice put together. The quality of materials are also nice, like the wooden treatment over here, some leather over here, some soft touch material over here, not as of the Verna, which use many cheap plastics in it. And down here is the control for the air conditioning, and it gets automatic climate control system, quite obvious. And some space over here to keep your stuff, and these are the twin USB sockets over here, and a 12-volt charging socket. And the below USB socket is for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto feature. And this is the gear knob of the car, and over here are twin cup holders, the gear knob, and it says Econ over here, which is for the eco mode, and it doesn't get any other mode. So this is a CVT transmission, and this is the reverse parking camera of the car. You can opt for different views. So let's get back into park. So it gets reverse is neutral, and it gets a sports mode for the transmission. And from the paddles you can select different gears or steps which CVT makes use. And Over here some space is the manual handbrake, and handrest over here with some storage inside it. And it also gets a glove box over here, which is of a decent size. And on top over here it gets auto dimming inside rear view mirror, and same is the case over here, but it doesn't get any light over here, only a mirror on the visors. And same is the case for the passenger. And over here is for lights, so you can, these are the controls for the lights, and this is the control for the sunroof of the car. It comes with a sunroof which gives more roomy feeling to the car and feels quite nice. So let's close it. And it's quite a nice weather outside, so it's, again, I'm feeling quite hot in the cabin cause the air conditioning are off. And these are all the space over here, and everything feels quite nice in the car. And for me personally, I would prefer the City over the Verna, cause the City has more space at the back and Verna has just terrible space at the back. There's no space only at the back, only children can sit over there. And overall this is quite a feature loaded car, and this is the top of the line variant. And let me tell you about the engine. So it's quite a free revving motor, and even in the manual variants of the car, it do 0 to 100 in just second gear. Yeah, in second gear it all reach almost to 105 kilometers, but not in the case of CVT. And the CVT has now been improved from the previous CVT quite a lot. And previous it used to be very much laggy, but now it's quite a bit smoother than before and doesn't make any noise also. And some leather treatment is done over here also. And overall this is quite a feature packed car, and this costs rupees 16.68 lakhs on road Raipur Chhattisgarh. Yeah, the cost of this car is 16.68 lakhs on road, and it's quite a nice car. And the average also this car gives is quite nice, but right now it will show a very less average cause the car has been standing on from quite a long time. But when we were driving the car was showing a average of 20 kilometers per liter in an automatic, even a petrol one. So that's quite nice and very much respectable average, I say. And overall the performance, everything, the view from the driver is quite nice, but this is quite a big over here, so it gives a blind spot over there. Or yeah, let me show you the trick from the left side rear view mirror camera. So whenever we give the left indicator, the camera activates and show you the blind spot, but that's not available on the right side. So if they would have given on the right side also, that would be much more better. And the steering is adjustable both for reach as well as rake. This is how it's done, and it gets pedal shifters as I told you. And the front seats are very much comfortable, or all the seats of the car are quite comfortable. And the plus point is that the cushioning is quite soft. Yeah, the cushioning of the seats is done fabulous. Yeah, just look at the cushioning, it's quite soft and gives quite a nice treatment. But if it would have got ventilated seats, that would have been just a phenomenal touch to the car. And these are the wipers, so I can't use a wiper right now cause we are shooting and the car will get dirty. So guys, this was Shubhodeep Banerjee today reviewing the all new Honda City. Let's see you guys in another video really soon. Till then, bye bye and have a nice day.